Hey, so if you've been watching my live streams every Friday, you'll know I'm kind of exploring and experimenting with WordPress development, AI coding tools, AI agents, and I thought it would be cool to highlight some of the things that I'm using and sort of make some recommendations about things you should check out. So this week, I want to show you something called DeepWiki. So DeepWiki, you can find it at deepwiki.com. It's powered by an AI company or tool called Devon. It's essentially AI powered documentation for any public GitHub repository. You can add existing GitHub repositories either by searching for them or pasting the URL of repositories. You can also set it up for your own private repositories. You'll probably have to have like a Devon account or something like that. Once you've added your repository, and you'll see there are a whole bunch of repos already added here. Let's find WordPress, for example. You can then, it basically generates all of this documentation based on the code that it finds and various other things. It creates architecture diagrams. It has a whole bunch of things that you can read about, that you can use to learn about the code. What's also cool is that you can ask it questions. So you can say something like, what are the core data types? And it'll then use the index code and probably some LLM somewhere and give you some answer. Now, a lot of the times the answers are really, really good. In this case, it's telling us the core data type in WordPress are the post, the user, so it's obviously being able to pick those things up. You also have this option to go deeper, so it does a deeper research and response. But you can do things like this. You could say, for example, show me how to register a custom post type. And it'll then search the code base and give you some examples of what you can do. So here it's telling us we can use the register post type function. It gives you some example code that you can use. So this is a pretty cool way of exploring a public GitHub repository, doing research on how to use it. For example, let's go back here and then let's say, how would I register a block variation? And what's nice about this is it's using the most up-to-date version of the code. So it's giving LLM context based on the actual code that is in the repository. So it's a little bit wonky. It sort of jumps while it's busy generating its responses. You can go deeper, for example, on this question. So if I go deeper, it'll do more of a deeper research. It takes a while to give you a response, but it shows you the thought process. It shows you the kind of questions that it's asking the code, if you will. It's not really asking those questions, but you know what I mean. And then gives you a result. The results are not always perfect, so it does require you to do a little bit of work yourself, but it does give you a good understanding of what's going on. And it's a great way to dive into some code and understand what it's doing and kind of get some idea of what's going on. So I recommend checking that out, deepwiki.com. I've been having a lot of fun using it to research things and how things work. So I recommend checking it out. All right, so that was my AI tool tip for the week. If you enjoyed the video, please give the video a like. Please subscribe to the channel. The more likes I get and the more subscriptions I get, the more I know people want to see these videos. And I'll do my best to try and find stuff that's useful. If you have any questions about all of this, you're welcome to leave them in the comments. And if you have any suggestions for things you want me to check out in my live streams, let me know, because I'm always keen to learn what tools are out there and what's available. Okay, I'll see you next week. Bye.